Hello, sailors and saltines. My name is TV's Guide, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, where we've returned to the hideout. Now we have a big boat, a ship. It's not here, but we have it. We have a big ship. Now we need to go sail somewhere with the big ship. But first, I see a little side quest in the man. Give me loot if I do the fandango.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient.
That's a shitty recipe.
A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Okay. And then there's you with the plus over there. Plus what exactly?
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
Every day, so not enough swords to see to them.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
Your voice does not match your face.
Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Yet normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right.
Seriously, why do you sound like you're
we'll only smell a
15?
rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Why do you have a face like a 57-year-old? You sound like you're 15. Why did they do that? Who was in charge of casting?
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are.
Berserker
Best of
ring.
luck out there, Sid.
What does that do? Does that just make me hit harder, or? Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. The Berserkers of Southern Ash, known for their fearlessness in the field of battle, were known to wear these rings not only on their fingers, but pierced all over their body. Oh my. From head to toe. Oh my. Scholars now believe the unnatural courage they display was a result of extended exposure to the concentrated ether imbued in the jewelry that poisoned the blood of its non-bearer wearers and induced madness that ultimately became associated with battle frenzy. All over their body. Okay, wow. Okay. All over, you say? Mental image. That ring is absolutely broken? Is it really? Let's see. Any other side quests in the hideout? I could actually just check the map, couldn't I? Doesn't look like it. Okay. But what about you, horny lady?
There's many a man and maid who'd gladly welcome young Cole down there to their beds. Me? I only have eyes for goat. Now, there's a man I could get behind. Though I'd rather have him behind me.
They call her a hopeless romantic. She's not, that's not romance she's describing there. My girl's horny.
Even read it? I filled the whole page, just like you said.
I said fill it with words, not scribblings of moogles.
Young Mid wouldn't want us snooping down there. She calls it her dungeon to scare the children away.
How is Mid someone's name? But okay.
My groin feels like it's on fire.
Dude!
Might be Tyre has a balm for that. Or if not, a scalpel.
Sid, I hear you're planning to visit another mother crystal. How did I hear you ask? Some habits die hard, I suppose. But you needn't worry. We're all on the same side now.
That guy is just...
Sid.
really kind of worried about that guy a little bit. Like...
Be any more confusing? I'm lost half of the time.
It's not that complicated. Right now I'm just going around listening to ambient conversations, just in case there's something interesting. Like a guy talking about his crotch rash. Like, imagine if we missed that. Would have spoiled the entire game not to hear that conversation.
Flowers can bring succor, and they can bring death. It all depends on the flower. Which is why you shouldn't go eating them unless you know what you're doing.
It's not the ether.
This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it pink. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
Sing a song of six, gilt a bag of phoenix down. A pigeon from the rear deck, boiled in Molly's brown.
Okay. Oh, right.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so
Innit?
bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of leatherwork. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Okay,
She's
then.
taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
Could you give us a name?
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of Griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a Griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that Griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Okay then, so hunt board.
Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kaboom? Then do I have a bullet for you, Kaboom? An especially horrible one the locals call Dustmare.
Okay. See, while passing along the trail from Lost Swing to Caernarvon, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of an elder griffin known as Dustmare, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobo and for children. Jesus! Okay. Well, let's just run around and see.
Good girl.
Gotta be somewhere out here, right? What? Why can't I talk to him from Chocobo? Okay.
You deserve a rest.
There's no coin to be had in this miserable land, even if they wanted to trade with us.
I know. It was hard for us Dalmex here in San Brec before the capital fell, but now we'd be stoned if we even approached Northreach.
And not the fun kind either, I'm assuming. Well, hey, that looks like wind. You're doing some wind stuff over there. Not sure you look like a griffin, though. No, that's an air elemental. Left over from Garuda, I guess.
Safe.
Okay. Oh, I found a different hunt. Okay, well, sure.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't going to be easy.
Oh, right. That one. There we go. Oh, right. That has no range.
Farewell.
There we go. Got rid of that. Okay,
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding at the hands of some bearers in the old duchy.
And who do you think they'll be taking that out on?
You'll live. Get over it. And thus did Gregor summon together her 72 spirits of light, and tell them of the holy herald she would send to the world below, where there was much strife and suffering for which she wept. Rejoice, she said, for my heralds who are part of me and who are me shall be as bread unto the starving, as water unto the thirsting, and shall bring light where there is only darkness.
Fret not, my children, for we are blessed by good Grieger, and that blessing is none other than Master Quinton. We need but follow him and await our judgment in the halls of heaven.
Huh. I am curious about this goddess. Grigor, with this dragon at her feet. Big circle as her symbol on the back, which... Hey, would you look at that? Something else that has all these circle things. Huh. I wonder if there's a connection. Where are you? I need your leather for some boots. In here, maybe? Nope, just a bunch of spiders and plants. What's this? Can't examine it while I'm fighting. Fair enough. Okay, you guys, could you just... What do we got here?
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working, though.
Okay. The Hand of Iapetus. Alright.
Good girl.
So presumably that will do something at some point.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy
hello.
prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
I think I'm on the right path. Hello, Griffin. This looks like a combat arena to fight you in.
Thanks, Gal.
Hey, there you are. I'm gonna kick your ass now. Dosmer. It's gonna be level 37 or something. Ah, not far off. Okay. Oh, fuck the timing on that one. Okay. Okay, figuring out what attacks he has. Ow, okay. Why couldn't I dodge that? It doesn't seem to have direct projectiles, though. So. Oh, it does. Right there. Oh, okay. You can do that. Rather you didn't, but you can. Whoa, okay. Whoa, okay. Come on, stagger, you bastard. Couldn't quite jump over it. There we go. Whew. Took a second. Scarletite, one of the hardest metals known to man. Scarletite is highly sought after by those with the means to pay its exorbitant asking price. A price determined not by its rarity, but rather due to the fact that the forge must employ no fewer than 5 healthy bearers to produce flames hot enough to melt the ore, at which time it takes upon the deep scarlet hue from which it takes its name. Or just make a fucking forge! Like a real one.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That Griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leatherworker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the Griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
Okay, that is one side quest completed. Well, mostly completed.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
But before we go back, let's just hit Martha's Rest. And complete the other one as well. Oh, there you are. Flesher.
Welcome.
Why are you called that?
May be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Please change your name of your profession to butcher. Just call it a butcher. Just like, why would you call it flesher? Like, yeah. Why would you call it that?
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
It's not really useful against single targets in that way, I guess. There we go. Unwanted violet. The tails of certain species of scorpion are prized as a delicacy, the trace amounts of poison remaining in their flesh lending them a certain piquancy. The common marsh scorpion, however, not only lacks a stinger, but subsists on a diet of mudworms and bog moss, lending its flesh an altogether more troubling tang. Ew?
Get this back to him before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Here, have the ugly, disgusting recipe thing.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
You're not gonna like it.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Oh, you're not gonna make me eat it. Oh no. Oh no.
I present Chance's stew, risen
Oh,
once
no.
again from the ashes of obscurity.
Oh
Grab
no.
a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
Oh no.
Not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Oh no. Yeah.
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
It's all yours, buddy.
Welcome.
You can have all of it.
Share this gift.
No.
I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway.
Oh no.
A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
Oh no.
I'm sure she will.
What have I done? What have I done? Badge of metal increases defense. Oh, cool. Let's hope the other quest turns out better.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Bloody busybodies, the both of you.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive, you didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see, and his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor, and again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leatherworking community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, Sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough nattering. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. It wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Could he please forge, like, a better voice for you or something, though? Like, come on! Let's see, a diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt fit for a hero. Cool. Drake Slayer's belt recipe unlocked. You have obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. Visit for the details of the blah blah. Okay.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
I'll need Electrum for that, and I need to find that on a hunt. Okay, so... It is a pretty substantial upgrade, though. Like, a pretty big one. So that might actually be worth going for. Okay. Let's see what kind of hunt we need to go on to get Electrum. Okay. So none of them say that they give Electrum. But I guess maybe... Maybe... I mean, he's the only one we have. So let's... Sure, fuck it. Let's just go find Belphegor then.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad with all the bloody dust.
What do we got here? Reading table. Let's see. An apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. What's the time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, what for their foul bite. But for him, it would never were about the flavor, but about what they represented. Our ability to make our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. I like that they all have their own signatures. Wade. Okay. My Lord Marquis, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and the others that were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Here's one from Gav. The Dolmecs and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as though they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay a wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. I am kind of thinking of... Because, like, the Berserker Ring, people said, is very powerful, but it does mean I need to do a lot of precision dodging. And in order to do that, I would want... like, the Ring of Timely Focus or something. Which means I would have to command Torgal myself from now on. Let's try it, though. Let's see how powerful it is. Mostly just because, like... if I had that ring equipped and I was playing, I would be so annoyed every single time I missed a dodge. And that just wouldn't be fun. And then it's set like a hill outside of East Pool, so that'll presumably be out here. Oh, little Mr. Dragon, there you are. Figured I'd find you here. Oh, well, that's a tongue. Come on, stagger. There we go. Oh, would you please die? There we go. Jeez. Nope, no Electrum.
Oh, there aren't any more.
Darn it. So I guess that's just locked away from us until later. I like the Ring of Timely Evasion as an idea, but the way it's implemented is a little clunky. Like, that feels a little stop and start, not very smooth, but then I guess that's kind of the point. Yeah, okay.
The curse breakers don't just tack up any old rules to this board, you know? They take great pains to verify every little detail, Kabul. So don't you go letting all that hard work go to waste, Kabul. Don't you let me, them down.
Okay. Let me just Google real quick when I can expect to get Electrum. Severian. Okay, is it called? So I didn't need to worry about that until I can unlock Severian and beat it. Fair enough. Let's talk to Vivian.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
She's trying to flirt with you, dude. Come on.
The charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the Orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Here for another of my lectures?
Yes,
How may I help
actually.
you today? I have the details here.
The Iron Kingdom. An archipelago nation with its capital of Craiglochte. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within its borders and is worshipped as a god, just as the state religion, the Crystalline Orthodoxy, dictates. This same religion decrees the use of magic to be anathema, and the bearers and dominants who use it be sinful aberrations, leading to even greater discrimination than that suffered by their brethren on the mainland. Given their stated desire to control all the mothers, the Iron Blood's attitude to other nations is one of indelible antagonism. I'm sure they're going to respond really well once we break their Mother Crystal.
Ever-changing, Clive.
I think they'll be chill about that. I think they'll be like, oh, cool, that's good. I'm glad that thing's gone, because it was full of evil, and we're going to be real super chill about this now, and just relax. It's not a big deal.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No, she wasn't, Clive.
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
One has to assume we'll run into something weird again once we break that crystal. But you know what? This seems like a reasonable breakpoint for an episode, so it'll be a shorter episode this time around. But if you want more Final Fantasy XVI, well, head on over to the Twitch channel and subscribe, and you can see the VODs of the recording streams where I record these episodes. Become a member of the channel, and you can see the episodes that I edit early before everyone else does, or you can just like, comment, subscribe, and you'll see the episodes when they come out for everyone else. Yeah, I think that's actually all the self-promotion I have to do. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another. Have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourselves. And may the tides of history wash gently over us all.